Hello, and welcome to another episode of White Album 2. We are currently playing through CODA. We haven't actually moved much since the last episode. We are still here talking to Setsuna after missing Kazusa's concert. Well, the concert was a success. That's the good part. So, let's continue on from here. It was a massive success, you bastard. The text contained only one sentence, but to us, it conveyed countless feelings.
よかったね。やっぱりカズサはすごいよね。
And Setsuna,
そうだよね。カズサはハルキくんのためなら何でもできるもんね。
she smiled as she looks like she was being torn to pieces by a blade. A blade born from the words, actions, and the bond between Kazusa and me.
5年前からそうだったもんね。私に邪魔されてもずっと変わらなかったもんね。
With that very same strength that I loved her for, she takes a step away from me.
よかった。本当によかった。じゃあ、あとはカズサに任せたね。
Sublimely, beautifully, and in my eyes, she wore a smile that could tear herself apart.
なんてね。もともと奪ってったのは私なのに勝手なこと言ってるよね。
そんなこと。
ちょっと言い方変えるね。ごめんね、カズサ。ちょっと長く借りちゃったけど、ハルキくん返すよ。
Oh man. I shouldn't be feeling so much pain. I shouldn't reach out my hands to her. Yet Setsuna looks as peaceful and as kind as a saint.
おめでとう、カズサ。コンサート成功してよかったね。私のしたことをちょっとは報われてくれたかな。もしかしたら無駄じゃなかったかな。
刹那。
It lasted for only a fleeting moment.
あなたのこと邪魔しなくてよかった。本当によかった。
God, she's so nice, and it just destroys me how nice she is.
知られなくてよかった。カズサにもハルキくんにも誰にも。
大丈夫ですか？
ねえ、しっかりして。見えますか？わかりますか？
ここは
立たないで横になってなさい。誰か救急車。
違う。信号青でこの人急に。
そんなこといいから、それより救急車呼んできて。
そんな大丈夫です。私全然。
いいからおとなしくしてなさい。とにかく病院で検査してもらいましょうね。
病院？
家の連絡先思い出せる？それか友達とか職場とか。
ダメ。
ダメって。やっぱりまだ混乱して。
違うの。こんなの大したことじゃないから。だから誰にも連絡したらダメ。
ちょっと起き上がったらダメよ。
Setsuna, God, she's not as strong as everybody makes her out to be, and that's exactly why this happened, and it could have been so much worse.
ほら、きっと脳震盪を起こしてるのよ。だから今は。
ありがとうございます。でも大丈夫。ほら、血も出てないし。
内出血してたらどうするのよ。とにかく救急車来るまでじっとしてて。
救急車なんてダメ。絶対ダメ。
ちょっと暴れないで。
こんなの誰にも知られたらいけないの。明日カズサのコンサートなのに。
God, she's so nice.
なのにこんな、もし家族や友達に知られたら伝わっちゃう。
ねえ、落ち着いて。どうして逃げるの。
知られたらいけないの。カズサにもハルキ君にも絶対。
ダメ、走ったらダメ。戻ってきなさい。
せつな。
ごめん、ちょっとぼーっとしてた。
With a fleeting smile, she closed her eyes, and for a few dozen seconds, almost as if she fell asleep on the spot, she completely lost touch with the outside world.
やっぱり寒いんじゃ。
寒くない。寒くないよ。そんなんじゃないんだよ。
けど
でもそうだね。もうこんなところにいても仕方ないね。話ついちゃったしね。
And once she came back to her senses, she acted like nothing had happened.
そろそろ帰ってもいいよ。カズさんのところ帰って行ってもいいんだよ。
She begins our checkout from this place.
せつなも。
私はもうちょっとだけここにいる。
This poor girl.
ダメだって。こんな寒いところ。歩くのが辛いならタクシー呼んでくるから。
そういうことじゃなくてね。実はさっきお母さんからメールがあったんだ。今車で迎えに来てくれてるって。
And you don't want Haruki to be there when that happens.
そっか。
それも一家総出でおぎそけらしいでしょ。
It really is. I always liked that about them. I long admired the family that had what I did not.
もうすぐ着く頃なんだ。だからここにいるとお父さんと鉢合わせしちゃうよ。そういうの辛いでしょ。
I think facing Takahiro-kun would be a little more painful, physically speaking.
せつな。
だからここでさようなら。
せつな。
That's right. I no longer have the right to grab her hand.
大丈夫。もう大丈夫なんだよ、私。だってみんながいるもの。
The fact that she's trying to ease his guilt and she's trying to reassure him at the very end just leaves such a bad taste in my mouth. It sucks that she has to be the strong one.
家族も友達も会社の人たちもみんな私を支えてくれる、守ってくれる。だからたとえどんな大きな傷だっていつか塞がるよ。
In the true sense of the word, I have given back Setsuna to those who love her, to those she needs.
それじゃあね。春樹くん。
I no longer have anything to do with Setsuna.
お幸せに。
I hate this. It feels like my heart's being torn in two. As I'm only a few steps away from the station, it started falling. The curtain of white that always appeared during the crossroads of our lives. Snow that only ever fell during times of hardship and sorrow. A white, transient, and a kind, yet still relentless cold.
Setsuna.
Setsuna said... She said that she'd be fine, but right now she's going up against not just the powerful sea breeze, but also against the enveloping snow. That's right, my coat. Stop. Holy crap, please leave her alone. Please just leave her alone, don't. It probably won't be much more than putting a band-aid on a large wound, but if I can do something for her in even the slightest way, then I'll... How many times do I have to go back and forth about this? I can no longer be with Setsuna. That's what she herself has said to me. Sure enough, it started falling. Just as it fell on the day I had to sacrifice the most precious thing to me in order to obtain something just as precious. It fell as if to wash away my sins, almost as if trying to shroud away my memories in a thick layer of snow. The snow scatters from above. Setsuna, be happy. Find happiness, Setsuna. It's the greatest wish I'll ever have in my life. I can only regret that I'm no longer the one who can make that happen. Even so, I'll still be praying forever and ever. That if you were to stumble upon hard times, or if you were to ever find yourself in sorrow, that you'll remember me, that you'll hate me and resent me as much as you can. I want you to use that anger and turn it into strength. Strength that can help you get back on your feet again. I want you to work toward a path to a world where your heart rejects me. A world where you'll think nothing of my absence. So please, please, hate me. Hate me for all time. And surround yourself in a new, warmer happiness. And maybe someday, forget about me. Getting real close to failing this Don't Cry challenge, I tell you.
この雪が私に暖かいあなたの優しさに似て
I have failed the Don't Cry challenge. Poor Setsuna.
高気圧が本州を覆うような形で大気は安定しており、今日も全国的に穏やかな天気となりそうです。続きまして開花予
It's the
想で
middle of
す。
March,
関東地方、
a
どうやら
time where
来週
instead
半
of
ばにかけて
snow,
ち
cherry
らほら
blossoms
と
fall
見頃
from
になってい
above.
く気配ですね。
Yet the snow is no longer falling. We've already passed that crossroads.
デンマーク航空からコペンハーゲンへご出発
寂しい門出ね。
Indeed. For the legendary homecoming pianist, her leaving party was far too desolate.
あなたが仕組んだことじゃないですか。おかげで余計なことに煩わされずに済みますけど。
Kazusa's additional concert at the end of February received critical acclaim and was considered to be a great success. And in order to further increase the buzz around the event, Touma Yoko office made an explosive announcement just a few days ago. Touma Yoko is staying in Japan permanently. This news succeeded in bringing on a massive misunderstanding among the mass media, as the fever from Kazusa's concert hadn't died down yet. From sports weeklies to gossip magazines, it was reported as Touma Kazusa confirmed to settle down in Japan. And this misunderstanding has already spread to the general public. And thanks to that, Kazusa's popularity in Japan experienced another boom, with Blu-ray recordings of her concert being announced. I wonder if anyone realized that all this was just a camouflage to make sure Kazusa can leave Japan quietly. And if any of them know that she's never planning on coming back again.
寂しいって言ったのはあの子のことじゃない。あなたの門出のことよ。
そんなの当たり前じゃないですか。
Yeah, unfortunately, you have no more connections to anyone. There wasn't a sight of a single journalist in the whole airport, having been so utterly deceived by Yoko-san. So the only one here to see us off was Yoko-san and no one else.
誰も来るわけないじゃないですか。
My coworkers couldn't possibly come in the middle of the day, on a weekday. And even if it was a day off, there'd still be no guarantee. All my friends are busy at work. Of course, I'm aware that work isn't the only reason they wouldn't show up. And then there is family, or those close to family. I no longer have anyone like that.
ごめんなさい。
何のことですか？
あなたの人生をめちゃくちゃに壊してしまって。取り返しのつかない道を選ばせてしまって。
いいんですよ、陽子さん。
ギターくん。
あいつが俺のそばにいることで幸せになってくれるなら、隣にいる時だけでも笑ってくれるなら。
でも
Yoko-san looked as if she wanted to say something, but she went quiet. Because she came back from the counter.
済ませてきた。搭乗手続き。
そうか。それじゃあ行くか。
Once everything was in order, I slowly stood up with a stretch. All that's left is for us to get on the plane. It's the only thing left for us to do in order to leave this country.
今日はお見送りありがとうございました。行ってきます。
カズサを任せたわよ。
あ、
視力を尽くします。お母さん。
Whew. Well, I guess you do have the right to say that to her.
よろしくね、春樹くん。
No, she didn't say Gita-kun. No, I do have a family, or something close to family still. After all, I just gained a new family member right here and now. Even if it's just family for one day. Even if I may never see her again.
春樹。
母さんもちょっと。
カズサ、
え？
俺ゲートのところで待ってるから。だから遠慮なく甘えてから来い。
The two of us can experience a happiness that doesn't only involve the two of us. Our world became larger, if only by a little bit.
今日はどう？隊長。
絶好調ね。春から幸先がいいわ。4月から社長業に復帰するつもり。
無茶するなよ。
まあほどほどに生きるつもり。
薬ちゃんと飲むんだぞ。定期的に診察受けるんだぞ。医者の言うことちゃんと聞けよ。
彼みたいなこと言うのね。
ウィーンの事務所の方は任せといて。私は役に立たないけど、春樹が何もかもやってくれるから。
あなたには最初から期待してないし、彼には最初から心配してないわ。
ピアノ続けるから。それで罪滅ぼしになるわけじゃないけど。
I mean, nothing's gonna wash it away. It's just something you're gonna have to live with. And again, I always say this. Everyone in White Album 2 should be going to therapy. Every single person.
食材のための演奏なんてつまんない。やるならとことん色っぽく楽しみなさい。そうやって彼を幸せにしてあげなさい。
また私のピアノを聴いてくれよ。
ええ、もちろん。だからあなたはどんどん CD 出しなさい。
元気になったらウィーンに戻ってきてよ。そしたら目の前で聴かせるから。
そうね。それもいいわね。
絶対だぞ。約束だぞ。私一晩中でも1週間でも弾くからな。母さんの望む曲全部弾いてみせるからな。
夢のような話ね。わかった。その日まで生きながらえるわ。
あとだから要するに私の言いたいことは。
カズさん。
母さんごめんな。
娘の幸せを喜ばない母親はいない。
見捨ててごめん。一緒にいられなくてごめんなさい。
いいってば。お互い様。遠くの空の下でも幸せに生きてくれればいい。
At least in the end, her mom can acknowledge that she has done it. And now Kazusa's doing it, and it doesn't make either of them okay, but it's a good moment. It's a really good mother-daughter moment.
母さん
吉報待ってるわよ。
コンサートコンクール
孫の顔でもいいわよ。
Because that's the first time she's acknowledged anything from Kazusa other than the piano. And it's just so good.
外そんなに珍しいか？
別に。ただぼーっとしてただけだよ。
Through the airplane window, I see a dreary scenery. The scenery of the airport I've seen countless times. I can't say it's not a bit lacking for being the last place I ever see in Japan.
後悔してるんだろう。もうこの国の景色見られなくなるかもしれないこと。
してるよ。何度同じことを悔やんだか。 もう数えきれない。
ごめん。そんなの私が聞いてどうすんだよなあ。私けどそれでもお前がどうしてもお前が欲しくってさ。
それでもさ。お前のそういう言葉を聞けるなら何度後悔してもいいかなって。
God, it's so unhealthy, but it's so beautiful too.
今のわざとかよ。私にそういうこと言わせるために。
さあ
なんだよそれ。
That's right. I can regret it as much as it takes. I can reminisce as much as it takes. Because I don't want to forget about Setsuna. There is no way I'll ever forget about her for the rest of my life.
皆様、間もなく離陸いたします。座席ベルトをもう一度お確かめください。
The dreary scenery outside starts moving. It's moving in order to exile us from this tiny island nation. Goodbye, Setsuna. This is your country, and it's no longer my country. That's why I'll never come back. Goodbye. Goodbye forever, Setsuna. I'm going to Kazusa's country. I wonder if anybody could play through this game without crying. You have to be some kind of monster.
どうした？
忘れ物。
でも
But I'm gonna calm down and I'm gonna do it. Because we've made it this far. The airplane gradually increases in speed and starts rolling across the runway. It was already too late by the time I embarked, but now it truly is out of my reach.
ああ、いいんだ。捨て忘れただけだから。
そうなのか。
And the thing I forgot truly is something trivial. Something not even worth returning for. When I had carried out all my luggage and handed over the key, it was the only thing I wanted to keep. Only so I could give it back to the manufacturer. I imagine the management company is handling it with a rather troubled attitude, though I also trust they'll handle it appropriately.
いいんだよ。
A tiny little guitar. Because I'll never play it again. Because I am not Guitar-kun. That alone is something I'll never take back, no matter how much Kazusa wants me to. Because it's something I dedicated to Setsuna. It isn't anything even close to making up for the 5 years I spent with Setsuna. A laughably bad skill that doesn't even make a dent in the scales. But Setsuna always loved hearing me play. She always listened with such enthusiasm to my guitar, through the phone, in front of me, from behind me, with her head on my shoulder. So this alone, this one thing alone, along with my farewell with Setsuna, I'll put it to sleep forever.
Haruki.
Oh my god. Almost there. We got this. The sensation of Kazusa's warm, gentle breath touches my ears, and I feel something running down my cheeks. That's when I realized I was crying again. Very relatable.
あれ、
いいよ、隠さなくても。
Perhaps the reason I was staring at the window all this time was because I was unconsciously trying to hide it from her. Because these aren't the tears one sheds when they move somewhere new. These tears don't have any hint of optimism toward the future.
違う。これは。
違わない。それは違わないんだよ。
That's why Kazusa was the only person who could not be allowed to see them.
自分を責めてもいい。泣いてもいい。後悔なんて何度でもすればいいから。
カズサ。
だけど忘れるな。それはお前のせいじゃない。
Kazusa twists around under her fastened seatbelt to reach her hands to my cheeks. She wants to hold me tight, but she can't bring herself to. The frustration from those feelings reaches me through the shaking of her cold, hard fingertips.
なあ、春樹。聞いてくれ。
So instead, Kazusa speaks. Even though she's awful at it, even though she couldn't possibly persuade me of anything.
私はこの国で3つの罪を犯した。ひねくれ者の私と初めて親友になろうとしてくれた。一度は確かに親友だった大好きなあの子を世界で一番不幸な女の子にしてしまった罪。ひねくれ者の私に初めて素直な気持ちをくれた、私を素直な女の子にしてくれた、ずっと愛してたあなたを世界で一番の罪人にしてしまった罪。そしてさ、こんなひねくれ者で何もできなくて、人を恨んだり妬んだりしかできない大嫌いな女の子、世界で一番の幸せ者にしてしまった。
カズサ。
Yet now she gathers all her faculties and makes a once-in-a-lifetime proclamation.
そうさ、私今世界一幸せだ。
Her words are clumsy and lack persuasiveness.
みんなを不幸にして手に入れた幸せだけど、それでも心の底から浸ってる。
But I can feel her sincerity permeating my chest.
なあ、春樹。私の今の悲しみや辛さや後ろめたさは、どんな嬉しさや楽しさや前向きな気持ちでも絶対に和らげることはできない。けどね、それはね、今のこの幸福感はどんな悲しみや辛さや後ろめたさでも絶対に消すことはできないってことなんだよ。
Well, it's honestly the healthiest way you can feel about things right now.
幸せだ。私、幸せだよ。春樹。
カズサ。
やっと、お前の胸の中に帰ってこれたことが、お前が、私の元に帰ってきてくれたことが、それが こんなにもこの世に生を受けてから一番幸せなんだよ。
Kazusa's words overwhelm me with the love I have for her. But none of it undoes what I felt for Setsuna. It was the three of us back then. I can still vividly remember the memories of the few days we shared that were so fun and exhilarating, even though our relationship was hanging on the thinnest thread. Even the feelings I had for Setsuna are overwhelming me. Those poor people sitting like near Haruki must be so awkward.
Haruki. Haruki. ごめんな。
There's no stopping it now. There's no stopping the sweetness of the overwhelming, never-ending love I have for Kazusa. There's no stopping the pain that will never heal from the love I have for Setsuna.
そしてありがとう。
But for one of those, this'll be the last time. This is the last time, the absolute last. The next time I step on land, I will no longer be the weak Kitahara Haruki who breaks into tears upon remembering his former lover. The next time I see the ground again, I will be a strong man who will do anything to protect his current lover.